Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. I don't have the camera on just yet, but it's early in the class. We're just lying on the back. It's a sacred Sunday self-care affair, and we will engage in some good bodily and mental movements to facilitate peace on the inside. So settle in, lie on your back. Camera will be on in a moment. No rush. Hello, beautiful friends. What a nice turnout of Sacred Sunday self-care yogis. Nice to have you on board. We're starting on the back. We're relaxing. We're taking a load off. There's no rush on Sunday because we're just trying to get here now. And we're already here now. You hear? So wiggle your legs out. Take a load off. Start being unusually happy for no apparent reason. Good. Find your breathing. That means simply begin to pay attention to your breath, the inflow and the outflow of your breath, the miracle of life. Easy to get caught up in the minutiae, isn't it? Standing on the back of a whale fishing for minnows. So let's remember the whale that we all stand upon. Eyes roll back a little bit. Flesh of your forehead softens and releases. Good. Let's tune into whatever we're feeling. Let's observe, penetrate that feeling layer inside of ourselves simply by watching it, paying attention to it, applying your breath to it. Feel whatever the feeling climate is right now. Feeling is the ultimate weather, isn't it? It shifts, it changes, but above all of it is a perfect presence. Breathe what you feel what you breathe. Let's aim our collective souls toward well-being, peace, presence. Joy, of course. Good. And if you're willing with me to say that great prayer of acceptance, I accept exactly the way that I feel and where and who I am right now. We're works in progress, always expanding, always evolving, with hilarious hiccups in the road, but we're on the path. Good. Then take the biggest, deepest inhale that you can. Fill up the whole container, the physical one. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, release it all out. Pull the cork out of the bottle. Let your inner contents mix with the outer contents until there's just contentment everywhere. Just empty, pregnant with possibilities. Good. And then wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate extra, extra super feel good. You can actually conjure up a fresh batch at any moment. We forget that. We think our mood is determined by the arrangement of externals, and it is, unless we get a little more control on the inside. So circulate feel goods through your body. Arms up to the ceiling. Lace your hands and stretch your arms up over your head, point your toes forward, writhe around in organic, orgasmic, ecstatic snow angels on the floor. Big, goofy grin on your face. Good, then please draw your knees in and grab them and roll around on your back a little bit. A lot of ritual movements. In the word spiritual is the word ritual. Just pop off the S and the P and you get ritual. Just rolling around. Hey, my voice is changing finally. Roll around on your back. Start to get your happy on. We're rolling over into the right side of our brain. Okay, and we best get going on our road to nowhere. So roll up, please. All right, I'll act all formal and officious for a moment. My name is Greg, and for some reason I speak lower when I'm trying to be formal, but that's absurd. If you can hear me, if you could raise your arms, that way I know that I'm not speaking out into the void. And I record the class and I put them on my exciting YouTube page, which is moving up quickly on 1 million followers. So yay. Hey, welcome. What a nice turnout of my very, very bestest friends. There's a magic that happens when 7 or more are gathered. So are you willing to allow some magic, some wonder, some glory into your being? Hands to the heart, drop your chin, close your eyes, set an intention. What's an intention? We use that word a lot. Intention, I would define as aiming your soul. So what would you like to aim at? Today on the menu is love, bliss, peace, joy, presence, power, truth, beauty, harmony, kindness, compassion, creativity. There's so many delicious things to select from, and you get to choose. Okay, lace your hands and off we go to move our bods around. These fleshy mortal encasements, just encasements, and we'll kind of waddle side to side. I'm wearing a little bit of, what's this color I'm wearing? Cerulean blue. I don't normally wear blue, but I'm thinking about it. So today is Rhapsody in Blue, Gershwin, if you will. Just writhing and moving. Do we have to make sense? I should hope not. Good, and release out. And then lean back on your paws. Drop your chin, cave your chest. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, and this is the good kind of inflation. Lift up. And sink on down. Good job. All right. Now we're going to do a lot of vibrating today. We're going to be tuning forks and we're going to vibrate together. Ready for a big inhale? Oh. Feel that move down through your body from your head to your toes. Largely what we're doing is letting the screen of the mind drop so the bliss can move in. Isn't that an unusual notion that our mind is the sort of filters out the bliss? but if we get the mind in the right condition, it allows it. Shoulders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've begun joint juice. It's legal now. We'll move through the various joints of our body, getting them moving and grooving. Seven, 8. Good job. All right. Pull back on your gluteus. Hi, how you doing? Come on down. The price is right. Cool your jets. No thinking Sundays from 11 to 12:15 p.m. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, relax. There's a humility to a forward fold, isn't there? It's a humbling of the spirit. I was listening to a great teacher the other day, and the two camps of humans, he described one is they'd rather be a ruler in hell than a servant in heaven. So I think we all describe that sometimes. We shake our fist and say no, and sometimes we humble ourselves and we seem to oscillate back and forth. Sometimes you want to glue on your Prometheus wings and make a raid on heaven. Come on up. Okay, lean back on your paws, drop your chin, cave your chest. And the good kind of inflation, bottoms up, cheers for rears, chest up, head back, stretch groins, arch spine for extra ecstasy. And sink on down. Good job. All right. Lace up your hands and drag your thumbs down your sternocleidomastodons on the side of your neck. Slippery, slidey sternocleidos. Yeah. This makes your neck longer and swan-like. 7, 8. Dig your thumbs underneath your mandible. And root around like amorous boars. Good, hold steady pressure. See if you can find the button that pops your head off. Good job. And then drop your chin and start your head around 6 times. 1 and 2, 3. Haven't we done this before? 4. There's a lot of things I've done in the past that I would like to do in the future. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And please relax your chin down. It's called Jalandhara Bandha. What does that mean? It means throat lock. It means you drop your chin, you make a little constriction at the back of your throat, your glottis. Your eyes are closed. We interiorize our senses, and we cultivate that by making ujjayi, soft, aspirant, whispery sound at the back of our throat. And it helps to drown out the incessant caterwauling of our compulsive thinking. Think, figure out, judge, assess, analyze, conclude, discern, clarify, think. And then it just stops. And this enormous quiet comes in. Let's enjoy that for 2 minutes. Hey, Kat. Can you tolerate sitting in the quiet? The famous mathematician, philosopher Blaise Pascal said, the primary problem with humans is they can't sit in a room by themselves being quiet for 15 minutes. He also developed Pascal's wager. Do you know what that is? Okay, good job. Inhale up, breathing the same air together. That's the thing we have to remember is our enemies are breathing the same air we are. So rats, God, could you please choke that person? And up and poof. God, of course, is the agency that annihilates and smotes all of the people you don't agree with. Poof. No, wait. That's me. I forgot. Sometimes I get myself mixed up with God and trouble ensues, kitty cats. Poof. I've actually changed all my Bibles. They say, in the beginning, me. Whoops. And they're poofing together with their friends because they're sick and tired of evidence and logic and reason. And what they really want is poof. One more. You could poof later today if you want. Poof. Okay, give me a big hug. And wrap your right arm under. Now make out with yourself. Fold up your wings. Now, the base of your left thumb, your thenar eminence, it's a pressure point. It's called tiger's mouth. Massage it with your right index finger and right thumb. And if that makes no sense, just make something up. This is the pressure point that associates with a larger bank account. And then up and down with your elbows. Grease up them spatulas. Oh, I love this one. Now hang your elbows and move them very much to your right. Turn your nose very much to the left. Tilt your head to the left. Close your eyes. Now, let's say the mantra together. We are calm and peaceful souls. Why do we say that? Because we become what we say. That's the power of the logos, the word. In the beginning was the word. I've referred to the start of the Old and New Testaments, and class is only a few minutes old. Good, and then bring things back to the center. Release your wings. Inhale up. Grab your elbows, they're way up here. Reframe yourself, get a new look on things. When you change the way you look at things, things you look at change. Oh, my shoulders. Let's all go get neck rubs today, you guys. Now, arms back down, right arm out. In turtle, out turtle. In, out. Good. Now, all the in you got, all the way in, tuck it behind your back. If it stops at your waistband, that's okay. Kind of cram it up there. It's the yoga principle of krama. Get it all the way in there, all the way up. Good. And just wing your right shoulder around. Now, reach up and touch the face of God. Put your fingers right in God's nose. Does God have a nose? That's an interesting thought. That would mean God is corporal and limited. So we have noses. Now, left hand behind your head. Connect your hands if you can. And swing your shoulder girdles around. Oh, nothing's worse than too tight of a girdle. Nothing feels better than to loosen them up a little. Shoulder girdles. Oh, yeah. Move it around. Break up all the congested emotions from that stuff that happened when you were in junior high school. Will we ever get over that? And release. Good job. Now I'm tired of my legs being crossed this way, so I'm getting cross, so I'm gonna switch the cross. Gonna pull back on my ischial tuberosities. And let's humble ourselves in a forward fold. Come on down. Relax your hair. Swing your hair around. Pretend you're in a slow motion shampoo commercial and there's little flashes of light coming off of your hair and everyone just is thinking how wonderful you are. That person sure has shiny hair. She must be really amazing. From fingertips, inhale, look forward at your exceedingly, amazingly bright future. It's so easy to forget, but I'll remind you. Exhale, deepen. A couple of you are petting your cats in your forward fold. You get super bonus points for that. Come on up, my beauties. Inhale. And pause down. Hang a left. In turtle. These are just ritual, rhythmic movements of the body to get our chakras turning. Do you know chakra means wheel? So you got 7 wheels in your body, and sometimes you got a couple of them that are turning and a couple of them are stuck, and that leads to, well, misalignment, like in the wheels of your car. In and out, all the way in. Tuck it behind your back. Push it up there. Don't dislocate your shoulder. Then make your left spatula move all around. There are 15 muscles that attach your scapula to your body. Other way. Got any knots or crunchy stuff back there? Me too. Okay, now brush God's face. Hello, God. Take your hand around like you've just eaten some weird stuff. But we don't need to do that anymore because we can get high on our own supply. Now, right hand behind your head or connect the dots and loosen up them shoulder girdles a little bit. Other way. All these movements are ritual prayers that we're doing, prayer movements. Beautiful. Release. Hug me. Hugs, not drugs. Hugs and drugs, just depends. Arms out. Pull back, left arm under, and make out with yourself for a second. Folds them up. Now, pinch and massage the base of your right thumb, the tiger's mouth. This will add zeros to your bank account. That's that old joke. I was on a dating site and told a lady that I had a 7-figure income, and I didn't tell her the first 4 were 0. Sorry. Quit trying to be funny, Greg. Good. And then up and down with your elbows. Laughter is the best non-prescription medicine. Good. Now elbows hang and go hella to the left, face all the way to the right. Tilt your head to the right. Close your eyes. Be absurdly happy for no reason. This is what I teach. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Get your Sat, Chit, Ananda together. Close your eyes. Let the Hoover Dam of bliss break. Let Lake Mead flood all over you. Good, and release your pause. Oh, goodness. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we'll chant Om 6 or 11 times. And when we do, we're going to extend it out to build calm and confidence. Inhale. Oh, I hope you're chanting Om so you don't have to listen to me. I sound like a dog chew toy being run over. Okay, we're going to go back to sitting in a moment, but grab your big toes and just roly-poly guacamole with me. If you'll do this with a friend, they're a very good friend. You just roll knee to knee. We need each other. Just rolling it out. And then pause in the middle, lift up your head just so that we can reconvene. Knees on the floor, butt down, head back, drop your chin, close your eyes. We are calm and open souls. Kind of get that glowing, flaming, warm, stretchy feeling in your southern hemisphere. Okay, lift up your head, release your legs. They float up as if they're filled with helium. Head back and widen out, not too wide. It's Sunday, and swim your ankles around. Hey, let's go see that new Avatar movie together. What do you say? It's all underwater. I want to be a big blue lizard with a tail. All right, bend your knees and roll up with me. Back up. Ritual Sunday movements designed to make you feel fabulous. Hey, cat, come here. Kitty, 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 kitty. Hello. Okay, arms out. Show me your palms. Touch your elbows together, because I cannot. And then lay into it. Lay into your beautiful wrists. Drop your chin. Maybe move your head around. Swim your brain. Do you think your consciousness is produced inside of your brain? Do you think the movement of electrochemical energy inside of your brain squirts out consciousness the way that your liver produces bile, that means you're silly if you think that. That's okay. You'll get over it. Side to side, lean into your wrists. Good. Now lean into both of them equally. Drop your chin, make some of that beautiful whispery seashell aspirant sound at the back of your throat. And I'll meet you out in that field beyond right thinking and wrong thinking. It's a roomy field. Even 1 hour together in church with your friends, practicing the presence affects all of the other 167 hours quite favorably. Hello, beautiful cat. Come see me. Come see me. Meow. Oh, how come you never see me anymore? Okay, come out of that. Now I've got a weird one for you because I like to do weird sometimes. So this is called palmar flexion when you bend your wrists this way. I call it zombie arms. So if you take these same arms and you bring them behind you and lay down on your 5 fingernails on each side, just push your fingernails down. Now, if you were really strong in your wrists, you could lift your tushy up. But to get the feeling, just stretch your chest and relax your head back and push your fingernails down. This is a way that most humans don't stretch their wrists very often. So it may feel suspiciously like hell, but you'll be okay. Probably. And come out of that. Did you feel that? Give me a thumbs up if you felt that. Excellent. Now roll your wristy pies around. So much fun. Side, side. Other way. We have fast and frisky wrists. If we ever need to become pickpockets, we'll be ready. Shake your worries away. Good, and you get more and more excited. You just get more and more excited and exhilarated and thrilled. I'm so happy to be alive. My hands flap. If I ever meet Pollyanna, I am proposing on the spot. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. We are calm and magnificent souls. Do you feel some twisting coming on? We'll be twisting and shouting shortly. Lace your hands, pause up. And turn right, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Now look behind you to see who's catching up. If we live in a material world, it's very competitive and somebody's always catching up to you and somebody's always out in front of you as well. And so it's kind of sort of dog eat dog, isn't it? Survival of the fittest. But if you live in a spiritual world, you're at the center of the universe and everyone is at the center of theirs. Release out. Now lace one finger over like you're holding hands with somebody new and exciting. It's our little secret. Nobody has to know. Arms up, except for the 1 million people watching on YouTube, Facebook, streaming live. Arms up. Let's see how many more before I have 1 million followers. 900, 900, and 900,991 to go. Inhale. And turn left, right hand, left knee. Size doesn't matter. Size do, S-I-G-H-S. Turn, look all the way around behind you. You're at the center of a universe that has no circumference. It's a weird thought. The universe does not have a center. It's not like over there somewhere. Inhale and release out. Good job. Do an Om with me, loud and proud. Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, drop your chin. Now here's a moment to pray for the thing most wanted or needed right now in your life. Pray from a feeling of it's on the way, it's coming, I'm aligning myself with that beautiful thing or quality that I want. What do you need right now? Intimacy, love, money, meaning, purpose, health, beauty. What do you need? Aesthetics. Become receptive to it and it'll fall into your life. All the best things always do. Okay, now before we twist and shout, I want to do a counter pose. So hands and feet. This is where the elite meet to place their hands and feet in concrete on Hollywood Boulevard. And hands and feet in Hollywood Boulevard, lift up. You're so famous, you get to have your hands and your feet in the concrete. And sink on down. Now, today's class is a lot about squeezing ourselves a lot. So this next twist might be pretty strong, but I've got tons of options. So take your left foot and cross it in front of your right bun. Put your right foot over here. If you can, grab your right foot and pull it in and lift your tushy until your knees line up, please. Now, if this is like, yikes, why is Greg torturing me on Sunday? You could take a block, a psychological or emotional block, and you could sit on top of it and it would make it less terrible. I'm not going to say it's going to make it more better. I'm going to say it makes it less terrible. Okay, now join me in the pose that I've invented. Grab your elbows, put your hands underneath and slap like this, and then dive your head underneath. And then this is the cool new pose. It's called elephant pose. Okay, bring it down because we have work to do. Take your thumbs into the middle center bottom of your foot and massage Hridaya, heart center of your foot. Are you angry with anybody right now? Has anybody let you down or betrayed you? Do you have a burning resentment against anybody? Anger is the poison we swallow in our efforts to injure somebody else. I hate that phrase because it's so true, and it robs me of my right to be pissed off at people. Good, now push your thumb through your foot. Doesn't stop me. Ow, ow, ow is Om spelled sideways. Did you know that? Okay, and then we dug out all of our resentments in just minutes a day. Now, bringing your head all the way down is a challenge if you're not hypermobile Romanian gymnast. So you could just lean forward into an edifice like this. This will give you an edifice complex if you just lean forward into it. If it's too big, make it smaller. If it's too small, make it bigger. If it's just right, So Goldilocks it. If I was one of those bears and kept seeing Goldilocks eating my porridge and laying in my bed, I would eat her from stem to sinew. Yes, I would. Relax. Part of my class is absurdity. We just got to quit taking ourselves so serious. Lose your mind. You don't really need it. Okay, and let's start an uprising together, you beautiful yogis. I know everybody on this call, and you're all amazing, magnificent people. Now, fortunate for me that I have some bolsters and I'm stacking them behind me. If you don't have bolsters, by the way, I reconnected with a friend the other day who had a bunch of my bolsters because I was going to teach at his studio, and I've got a bunch of bolsters. If you need a bolster, let me know, and I'll be glad to hook you up with a bolster. So I've got two bolsters behind me, and from this pose, believe it or not, I'm going to lean back and put a block underneath my head, and then I'm going to pretend I like it. And this is going to wrench me open like a shy oyster, kind of. If you don't like it, make any modification that makes it tolerable. I suggest a lot of stuff behind you, okay? If the legs feel like they're tied up too tight, just loosen the knot a little bit. Make sure your head is supported. Make sure you can breathe. And then if you've met all those conditions and you're still suffering, then the key is to suffer productively. Because I don't have a yoga program that doesn't involve occasional suffering. By productive suffering, I mean, since we're all going to suffer from time to time anyway, we can suffer productively, which means less future suffering, or we can suffer unproductively, which means more future suffering. You know, reach up and grab your elbows and frame your head with your elbows. This is kind of called movie star pose. This gives your kidneys and your adrenals a good squeeze, a good massage, a good relax. You don't want to be squirting cortisol all the time. It's like stepping on the gas and the brakes as hard as you can at the same time. It's a lurching ride. Okay, now we may come out. Please. Oh, oh boy. Felt that. Don't think I'm not right here in the mix with you guys, because I am. Now, a twist, the marketed twist, left elbow, right knee, chin on your hand, looking kind of bored and disinterested. Where's my stuff? Good, now lift and take your elbow outside your knee. You see that? Now take your right hand and stab your guts. See if you can find your gallbladder. Good, then you can turn some more, work your elbow down, and at some point you reach the Law of diminishing returns. Did you ever study that in economy class? Where if you try harder, you get less. Ooh, there's a barky dog nearby. That's satisfying. And now we're being compressed, we're being squeezed, life is pushing and pulling and twisting and turning us from all directions. Have you ever been there? Got to keep everybody happy, got to mold your countenance to keep people in line. Better squelch our voice and not speak our truth so everything works out better. Now move your head around, move your head, relax your throat, speak your truth to power. No more swallowing your truth. It's not good for you. Please come up, my beautiful friends, out of that. Oh, did that hit my spot? Good. Now from here, all I want you to do is grab your right anklet and slurp it over so it moved over a little bit. Take your left foot and shimmy it forward. Shimmy. Okay, now we're in Yogasana. Wings out, glider pilots. Keep your arms level so you look really cool when you do it. Yeah. I like that. I'm pretty easy to please. I'm not much, but I'm all I think about. Now from here, put your right forearm on top. Relax your paws. Close your eyes and place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. No thinking. Let a bubbling bliss percolate up your spine, the Shiva Shakti. When we die, we're going to be like so perturbed with ourselves for missing out on so much bliss, being distracted by things. But you don't have to die. You could just do it today. Good. And relax your wings down. Nice sequence, you guys. That's going to last you for years and years. Now, we'll take our right foot and cross it in front of our left bun, technical term. Now, this guy goes over the top, and then I like to take my left hand and grab my left foot and slurp it over. And then my knees line up and my feet go sticking out to the side. If you put a blanket, if you get a booty blanket and put it underneath your bum, you'll have some nice elevation. Now, more reflexology, thumbnails, please. Base of big toe metamucil, dig in there. This is Kashipra, this is vision. Don't you want to just see a little larger perspective on things? Have you ever been driving in the fog and just tense and nervous you were going to hit a cow? And then the fog lifted and the relief because you could see where you're going. So dig in there, get some vision with me. Now puncture your vision point with your thumb. Now pull your shoulders up really tight like you're under stress because you were anyway. Now feel what it's like to actually let go of a feeling of impending doom and feel impending good instead. Were you raised in almost a continuous condition of impending doom? So that's a bad mental habit. We can heal it. Impending doom is a worldly perspective. Impending good is a spiritual perspective. Okay, now pluck your thumbs out. If there's any blood all over the place, try to cauterize it a little bit. Now pull the bolsters behind your behind. And this is the strongest, most gut-wrenching pose of the day, where you are in Gomugasana from the southern hemisphere down, and you're in Supta, lying on your back from the waist up, the northern hemisphere. And just lay yourself out like a gutted trout. And you're getting a belly massage from a belly massage person that you would get a belly massage from, not just anybody. Eyes roll back. Time goes so fast. I think time actually just disappears when we're in Sunday class together. So that means we can go for 3 hours today. We will whip ourselves into such a frenzy of ecstasy. Now grab your elbows, frame yourself. All right. And then elevation, escalation, sensation. Come on out. Ugh. Ugh. I'll tell you, turning 50 was quite a milestone. You feel different in your body. All right. Now I'm gonna do shoelace pose. I'm gonna pretend I'm a little kid and I have Velcro shoelaces. I'm pushing my Velcro shoelaces into the floor. Look out for your cat, Laura. And rest your forehead on an edifice. On an Oedipus. Now feel good for no reason. I know it's a piss off, but feel good for no reason. It just ruins the whole game of life. To be happy without a jet plane, without having your own celebrity divorce trial. What fun is that? Now grab your left wrist with your right hand, which is a yoga mudra. And it does secret psychic sauce things inside of your nervous system. Secret psychic sauce. Okay, come up, beauties. It's high noon, so let's get high together on our own supply. Inhale. Oh, part the Red Sea. Oh, hurry, the Egyptians are coming. Oh, put it back together. Oh. Don't be parting seas and forgetting to put them back together. Pisses God off. Now from here, sure, I'm glad they canceled that Ministry of Truth thing, because my class would have been one of the first to go. Right elbow on your left knee. Look bored and disinterested. I've bored a lot of people in my life. Good. Now elbow further out. Tuck your guts in. Oh. Oh. Good. Now turn and twist. Both elbows on the floor. Shake your shag, dip your do, wave your wig, wag your face. Lose your marbles, you'll get a new set. On Sunday, we play addition by subtraction. We don't add to our life, we remove the obstacles. Squeeze the out of yourself. This squeezes out toxins, not just physical ones, mental toxins, viruses of negative thinking. What might some of those be? I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy. I'm guilty. You are guilty, but not anymore. With an inhale, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, dweep and down. God, I had no idea I could get this happy just doing nothing. Okay, now withdraw out, pull out. Now, grab righty ankle, slurp it over so it's just outside your knee, and shimmy sway your right foot forward into Yogasana. Now, take your right fingers and dig them into your left toes. And dig your fingers in on this side. A little avocado. This is the hard side. I've got to help out over here. I need some avocado oil on my toes, but I don't do that on camera. Good. Now these can fit in. Okay. Now squeeze the hell out of your fingers with your toes. Float your spine up to extra tall. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze hard. This will open up your corpus callosum, the serial cable that connects your brain hemispheres. Squeeze harder, harder. And keep your fingers in there, but just relax your toes, I suppose. Close your eyes. 1 minute of Vipassana meditation, just watching your breath go in and out. And I'll make this up to you with some greasy, delicious, ecstatic yoga for the last few minutes. Now, with our eyes closed, share the same consciousness together. Hold still. I see fidgeting and moving. I'm not happy. Be still with me. Be still and know that you're God. Relax your toes. Relax your nose. Feel that bliss that's just lurking below the surface, like a buoy that would float back up if we got our busy minds out of the way. Okay, now extract your hands out. Beautiful. And unwind your legs. Stretch them out after all those dents we put in ourselves. Now show me your stretchy toes. Widen them out so they're gaping, they're individuating. Slightly bend your knees, lean forward, knuckles on your head. Knees are bent, leaning forward, knuckles on your head. One more frisky pose in a moment. Inhale. Exhale, fierce, straighten arms and legs. Dandasana staff. and open up your beautiful spine so that the energy of God runs up and down your spine. Loosen up your chakras, firm your legs, stretch up, and bring your feet in together. And just wag your sore groins a little bit, wagulate your groinage. Left elbow inside your left knee like this. Lean over and take the heel of your right hand and push your right knee all the way so your right arm is straight. If you're tight as a boiled owl in your underparts, you'll be unhappy, but not for long. And then you feel a release of your hip joint. Oh, Lordy, the pleasure. Good. Now, lean all the way. Right elbow inside your right knee. It's a very important pressure point. This is the one that makes you younger if you massage that. And then straighten that thing. I know what you're thinking. I can read minds. If you're a yogi, you can read minds after a while, and you're thinking, there sure better be a good relaxing pose at the end of this. Good. Now, once you get good at that, you can put two hands in two heres, and then you can straighten both of them and drop your chin. And this pose builds resentments against the teacher. And our final pose before an incredibly delicious long shavasana is to bring your knees in together, grab your feet, pull your heels into your bottom like a little 4-year-old kid, and then wrap underneath your knees like a 4-year-old kid. And then wrap lower, go lower. Good. And then cross your wrists and grab outside your feet if you can. This is where the elite meet to cross their wrists and grab outside their feet. In a nice squeezy pose before an ecstasy pose. The tattoo on your lower back moves in. Mine says handle with care. And then release. And for an extra feel-good shavasana today, an ottoman or a chair, or I could slide my chair over, but I've got these two bolsters which will act the same way. So I'm just going to build the crown ziggurat at Ur, one of the 7 wonders of the world. So a lot of lift underneath my little calvelets. Then I'm going to lay or lie back, depending on my grammar today. And then I'm going to lift up my bottom. And I'm going to put the blanket underneath my triangular shaped sacral bone so my kidneys can relax. And I do have my beaded pillow, which shapes to my neck. If you don't have one of these, I can't recommend it enough. And palms up. And we are going to lie in quiet. We're going to lie in state for 6 minutes. And I'm mercifully going to stop wagging my tongue. And you're going to feel so God. Starting now. Relax, relax, relax. Relax more, release more, surrender, surrender more. Good. Now I invite you to relax and surrender even more, go deeper into the pose. And this really is church for me. And it's an opportunity, if you'd like, to invite God, love, source, infinite, higher organizing principle, whatever, a higher power into yourself. I believe it's an important option, invitation, as we continuously make our shifts from material beings to spiritual beings. Just a friendly invitation. Come on in, God, love, source, being. Fill me with love, mercy, forgiveness, inspiration, creativity, guidance, truth. Take the pressure off. Do for me what I can't do for myself. Help me to do for myself what I can. The wisdom to know the difference. Good, nice deep breath. If you issued that prayer, breathe life force through yourself. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate extra super feel God through yourself. Feel refreshed, rejuvenated, re-enlivened, resurrected, if you will, by all means. And then gently draw your knees in, curl onto your right side into prayer capsule. And bask in the love of a universe that loves you beyond measure. The universe is a living, thinking, breathing, alive entity, and you're its child. I can't imagine thinking otherwise. I've tried it, it doesn't work. Love yourself the way you love your kids. And then with eyes closed to keep the creamy filling on the inside, we'll sit up together in the same field out beyond right thinking and wrong thinking. We all see the universe from a different angle, but we're all looking. Hands into the heart, drop your chin. With all of our differences, the one thing we have in common is stillness, peace, quiet, love. And then thanks to the one with a capital O who brings us all together. All together we say, Namaste. You guys, what a good class. I'm so honored that you would show up and allow me to do my thing. And I hope you feel better than when you came. And you're amazing beings, each and every one of you. And don't you ever forget it. And if you need a reminding, I'm always happy to do it. And we'll go to gallery view if you'd like to say pixelated hi, how you doings? They're fun, even if your hair is disheveled. And there's my sister, Kate. Thank you. Good to see you, sweetness. We have to choose our new book, don't we? Yes, we sure do. I love you, sister. And Geeta, hello, Geeta. You're looking very beautiful and relaxed of countenance today. Nice to see you. Beth Star, nice to have you on board, dearest Beth. Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
And my friend Angie. Hello, Angie. Nice to have you. Great to have you. Iris Sky and Anna. Hello. Ma. Oh, do you guys see any resemblance there? Exactly. There's a lot of frisky there. Have a beautiful Sunday. Adele, always nice to see you. Laura, good to see you, dearest. Sorry for busting you for fidgeting. I apologize. You're one of my favorite souls on the planet. Yes, you are. In fact, you all are. And if you guys don't go frolic, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm sending the frolicking police to your house. So I want you to go hang out with friends and do fun things and quit being blah, 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 blah. Exactly. Oh, I should have had kids. I screwed up. Okay, you guys have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye. Bye.